cold war between Governor Okowa and Tambuwal as Wike stops funding PDP. And what has brought them together is about dividing them. It's all about money, it's all about position, it's all about sharing the patrimony of this country. Imagine governors using their state fund to fund their political party, to foster their nets, and use money that is meant for development. And that is the question I will keep on asking. Where is the separation of power? Who is doing the check and balances? A governor can just approve money and nobody will ask questions. The state assembly will be looking as moron. They won't ask questions. They've forgotten that they are there to serve the interests of the people. But what do we see in our clan? Governors are so powerful that they will install virtually all the key positions in the state assembly. They will bring the one that will nominate or select people that will go to the National Assembly, whether as a senator or as a rep member. They are so powerful that whatever they want to do, they do it and go scot-free. The funds that are meant for development, virtually all the state today, you cannot boast of anyone with any good hospital. Virtually of the state today, you go around and you see most of the private schools dilapidated. Virtually all the states you go to today, education is backward. Nobody is thinking of progress. In agriculture, there's nothing to rattle my but meanwhile, under the ground there, the natural resources that God gave, they are not tapping into it. Chinese people are coming into this country, taking our agricultural produce and taking it back to their country, and they will still sell it back in high currency, dollars. And our governors are just wasting money and nobody's talking. The traditional institution, the traditional rulers, once they send Ghana, must go to them in form of money. That is the end. Nobody is asking a question. I cannot imagine somebody is a governor in the state for 4 years, no development, nothing to show, and people will come and canvass for vote again. People will say, vote for him is our son. Which is our son? Is it how we are going to continue as a nation? Do we even know what we want as a nation? This Cold War between these people now is about position now. That okay, once you become the vice president of this nation, if not, why will they? Because somebody has been financing the party now that they didn't get the ticket. He has stopped funding and they are quarreling. Let them continue to quarrel. This country, the prayer of the masses, God will answer and maybe He will begin to send fire and confusion into their camp. There is ongoing Cold War between the vice presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Okowa, and the Sokoto State Governor, Tambuwal, on who takes Governor Wike's active role in PDP, an insider of Wike's camp who is privy to the development confided in the Reliant News that Wike has abandoned his self-given responsibility of funding the party. Imagine, River State money for development is sent to the party to fund them. Is it his personal property that will be using state money to fund the party? According to the resource, Wike has since PDP lost the presidency in 2015 relentlessly funded PDP, an act he has now decided to stop over his mistreatment by the party's national leadership and the presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar. The source explained that the Delta State Governor and Vice Presidential candidate of the party, Okowa, and Governor of Sokoto State, Tambuwal, has been told to take up the responsibility of funding the party in Wike's absence. Imagine. Delta State, yes, there's oil money. They can afford to bring the money and spend anyhow. But Sokoto, what does he have? Where is he going to get the little stipend coming in from the federal resources or the internally generated revenue will now be pumped into a party that at the end of the day, they may not even get the position, and the people will be there lamenting. Almajiris everywhere, insecurity everywhere. They are not talking of that. But it's how to fester their nest and continue to be in power. Abba, these people don't have any fear at all. What is the Constitution even saying about this? Using state money, resources to fund a political party. Shouldn't there be a law against this? But we even get them arrested when the judiciary is even under them. The legislators too, they are the one controlling them. So who will get them? Who will talk to them, or who will get them arrested? Who will get them to be dealt with? Nobody. So the people that are saying Nigeria is a zoo, are they not right now? Because in the zoo, the people, you confine them in the bush and whatever you want them to do, that they will do. That is what is happening. They have not taken everybody for a ride. They are behaving as if they own the country or they own the state. How can a governor pick money from the state treasury and begin to lavish it on a political party that he does not hold. It's not his personal property. Can't they fund the means of funding the party? Most state governors carry the little resources, the mega resources in their state, and pump it to their own personal ambition and use state fund to. Can all of them be not in position? Can they be spending the way they are spending on their political party? But because they have access to this money and nobody will ask, the accountant general or the commissioner for finance in the state will just be approving. They will be bringing out ordinary bridge now. They will be calling the bridge that is not up to 100 meters. You'll be hearing the kind of money they are using to spend to do that bridge. They want to tar road that will not last. They will spend money anyhow. They will award contract and they will check the cost of the contract. You begin to wonder, are they bringing sand or are they bringing the cement from Obodo Yibo to do the road? And nobody's asking. Honestly, these politicians in this country would need to start thinking on how to deal with them. Governor Wike has been funding the party since he lost power. He further revealed that Tambuwal and Okowa have been reluctant to funding the PDP. He added that the Delta State governor claimed that his state is broke. The reason is recently sought loan. Even when they are not broke, have they not been wasting the money? Is it not that they are asking him to bring money? Have they not been spending the state money on their political parties? Who are the people funding the politicians? Who are the people funding those people that are in position of authority? He singularly picked the person that will take over from him, if not for the legal issue in the court. The former Speaker of Delta said he was the one. If he's not the one behind him, will he singularly pick him as the candidate for PDP in the gubernatorial election in Delta State? But what do we know? They are there, they have been there, and they have been spending the money. Nobody's asking. Tambuwal also noted that the Delta State governor has benefited from the party by emerging as vice presidential candidate, and because of that, should take the whole Delta money and begin to lavish it on PDP, and should take up the responsibility. He also cited the enormous federal allocation Delta State government gets every month as another reason Governor Okowa needs not to wait for any other person to fund the party, and he should carry all the money, all the allocation from Delta State, and lavish it on them. Wike should only concentrate on funding Rivers PDP. He should not give shishi towards funding the PDP national assignment beyond his personal due as a party member. Or they have personal due. How much is the personal due? How much are they expected to pay? If they have been collecting personal due, they have been donating to the party, there is no point putting pressure on any state to come and fund the party. If all of them that are members of that party, if they have been responsible, if they have been living up to their responsibility by paying a due, they won't be putting pressure on governors or party officials or representatives of the people to begin to bring. And that is why we can't move forward in this nation. The money that is meant for development, few individuals pumping it and holding it. Can we continue like this? Is there the way to go? Well, what is your opinion about this crisis between them, this Cold War between Tambuwal and Okowa, or who funds PDP, now that Wike has refused to continue? Kindly make your opinion known as you subscribe to my page. Thank you, good day, and God bless.